What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla stock and some very important things that you need to be looking out for the future of this company. I'm also going to talk about Tesla's share price and how the market is going to be affecting it, as I will give you my price prediction for tomorrow. That's right, guys. I'm going to talk about where I think the price is going to go for tomorrow and how on earth these big pieces of news coming out involving the Fed are going to affect Tesla and the market as a whole. I'm also going to talk about Tesla's new earnings report that's coming out. That makes me very excited, guys, as we do have some big updates coming out. I'm also going to end this video by talking about the latest pieces of news coming out that are affecting Tesla and what Elon Musk, the man, the myth, the legend Elon Musk has been tweeting about, as he has some big tweets that just came out that make me very excited for the future of this company. Now, before I say anything about Elon Musk's Twitter feed, before I say anything about what's going on with Tesla's, share price, where my price prediction is, I do have to mention some very important things first. First off, I'm not a financial planner, guys. This is all for educational purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. And not only benefits me, benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you will not only qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500, but you're also going to qualify for free real-time level 2 data for US stocks with $0 in trading commissions. So please check that out if you guys want. And with that out of the way, let's get on with the videos. So this is Tesla's share price. As you guys can see, we had a crazy day. If you look at the 1-day chart, I'm using the 1-minute candles to show you guys the volatility. And the thing about the volatility, guys, is the volatility index is starting to go up, right? And that's an indicator. That's an indicator that we're going to see a lot of big price movements very soon. And it's already showing in Tesla's share price. So today we had quite a bit of volatility. Then we dropped to $903, testing the level of support in the $900 range. Then we ran up to $951 a share before dropping a little bit, closing in the red, down 1.25%. So guys, check this out right here. I showed you Tesla's chart from the 1-day chart. Now look at this right here. I'm going to bring up the SPY. Watch. The SPY looks so similar, guys. We had a drop down to 427. We traded basically sideways. We saw a little bit of consolidation there. Then we ran up to 439. Then we dropped in the red, closing 1.22% in the red. Once again, guys, very similar to Tesla. Look at the NASDAQ. Once again, super similar. We drop down, we trade sideways, we drop down just like the way Tesla did. Then we have this big run up, then we drop once again, closing in the red, down 2.28%. So do you guys understand what's going on here? This is an act of the composite man, these big market makers, these big market movers that are basically trading these stocks. They're dictating the price of these stocks. They're buying at certain levels. They're selling at different levels. They're shorting at certain levels. They're doing all sorts of crazy things that's causing these very similar price movements. So Tesla, it's moving very similar to that of the SPY and the NASDAQ. And you guys can see that this is happening throughout the entire market, because this is the way these big institutions kind of dictate prices. They buy in at certain prices. They do all sorts of tactics to basically help themselves and also make certain moves based off what on earth they want to happen. So that is one thing that is going on with the market. I'm not going to say that that's all that determines the price, but that definitely plays a role. And that's why Tesla is kind of trading the way it is. Now I want to talk about this right here. As you guys can see, Tesla was in the red, and so was the SPY and the NASDAQ. So were many other stocks like AMC and NEO and Amazon. But look at this right here. The fear and greed index. It's currently on the fearful side at 37. And we did discuss this yesterday. We did talk about how the market's becoming a little bit more fearful because of the ambiguity involved in what the Fed is doing. So what's happening right now, guys, is I wouldn't say the market is in total panic mode as of right now. The way I see it is, the Fed has some potential things or big announcements that are going to be reported, and these announcements are going to affect the market. So these market makers are basically doing something that is known as, they're spreading a lot of FUD right now, and they're trying to get a lot of people kind of like panicky, so to speak, to bring lots of prices down, which allows them to kind of continue with what they want to do. So for the fear and greed index, right now people are fearful because we don't know what the Fed is going to be doing, and people are kind of confused, and they do worry that the Fed is going to cause the market to crash. Well, I want to talk about that in a little bit of detail. CNBC reported, this came out just a few hours ago, the Fed is likely to signal a March interest rate hike, that further policy and also further policy tightening is coming. once again, guys, this is going to be very important. We're going to find out on Wednesday afternoon, right? The Fed is going to have their big statement, and this in turn is going to affect the market, as Jerome Powell definitely can make some very big moves that could affect the entire market to some large degree. Now, the way I see it, guys, and this is what I think is going to be very important. He stated that, and this is something that one of the strategists ended up stating. They stated that I don't think they're going to be spooked by this. And he's talking about financial situations when it comes to handling inflation. So, what we mean by that is we know interest rates are going to go up. It's just really the extent at which they're going to do it and how many times they plan on doing it for the year that's going to affect the market. Because if they announce something that we all expected, the market could actually be kind of green tomorrow, right? If it's not too scary, if we expected it to be at the levels it's at, the market could see a green day. I think that's very possible. But if it's worse than what we anticipated, it could definitely see a big red day. So it can really go either way. Now, for one, I know that I can't make a perfect prediction. My predictions are not going to be right because it depends on what the Fed is announcing, right? The Fed could be super, super hawkish or super dovish. I don't truly know that. So I can't give you guys an accurate price prediction. But just for fun, guys, I'm going to just say what I think is going to play out. So, based off my knowledge, based off my experience in this, in the stock market, let's talk about some very important technical indicators and talk about how this may affect Tesla going forward. So we have very strong support at 851 right now. So I don't necessarily see that as something we're going to test tomorrow unless it's that bad. If things are that bad, guys, we could drop that low and test it. We may even drop a little bit lower if it's that bad, but I don't think it's going to be that bad considering the fact that Tesla has their earnings report in the after hours. I think there's going to be a lot of excitement and a lot of people are going to start buying into it. So we could end up actually closing in the green. Now, we do have that resistance at 1,000. Those are the key levels of resistance we have to talk about. And I definitely think as long as the earnings report is really good, and we have many other earnings reports too, they could cause Tesla to be in the green for Thursday. So for tomorrow, what do I think is going to happen? I expect high volatility. I expect us to drop in the very beginning. I think there's going to be a lot of uncertainty. And I'm kind of like guessing right now, guys, but I'm just going to do my best. What I think is going to play out is we're gonna drop to the $900 level of support, just like we did today. We could go as low as the 880s. Then all of a sudden, the Fed may announce what they're going to do. And if it's not as bad as we anticipated, which I have a feeling it's not going to be as bad, we're going to see the market rebound towards the very end. And Tesla might actually close in the green and close around the $950 range. That's my prediction. I could be totally wrong, guys. It is entirely possible for this thing to crash really hard if the Fed announces something crazy. But my prediction is 950. I could be totally wrong. I'm gonna say it 1,000 times, so please don't attack me. And at the end of the day, guys, don't just invest based off what someone is just predicting. I'm going to say 950 is where we close at. But then when we have the earnings report, I think we're going to see more moves to the upside for Tesla because look at this right here, guys. We have a lot of earnings reports coming out too. So I do think it is very possible for us to have some green, even if we aren't too certain about how banks are going to report their earnings. I think Apple has earnings coming out. I could be wrong about that. But anyways, 138 earnings tomorrow, guys. Be prepared. We also have 133 for Thursday. Once again, very, very good. I mean, we could see some very good moves come because of this, especially from tech stocks. But, anyways, we do have a big piece of news that's coming out. So, I want to talk about this right here. Tesla has the Q4 earnings report tomorrow during the after hours. So, after the market closes, that's when Tesla is going to be announcing some very important things. This is what you need to be looking out for, guys. This is going to be very important. First off, we're going to see the Q4 2021 deliveries once again reinstated. We're going to see more data about that, such as what on earth the revenue is. What are their production numbers? What is the vehicle deliveries? How on earth were things looking in Q4? What are the expectations showing, right? They did confirm that they did 308,000 electric vehicles in deliveries, and that was really, really good, guys. So we're going to find out more information about that. We're going to see more information about their revenue. What is their revenue? Wall Street is saying 17.112 billion, right? And other estimates are saying 17.416 billion. So we have to hope that Tesla breaks that for Thursday, because if they break it, we could see a very good bounce on Thursday, right? It's very possible. I can't guarantee that, but it's very, very possible. Now let me go a little bit down. We're going to see their earnings per share, their earnings, everything else that you need to know. And we are seeing an estimate of about $2.3 per share, which is what Wall Street is estimating. Other estimates are saying 2.51. It could be higher, guys. I would hope for it to be higher. I can't wait for what's going to come out. And I would estimate them to crush it. I could be wrong, but that's what I think is going to come out. We also are going to see the product roadmap from Elon Musk, other big things like that, and some potential big announcements coming out. Other new cash flow ideas, other big things that are coming out, big anticipations, news about the robo taxi, maybe a stock split, some news about that, and other things involving their battery cells, their gigafactories, all those sorts of big things. So that's all coming out on Wednesday during the after hours, guys. I can't wait for that. And I'm going to make a video probably on Thursday about where I'm going to break everything down and talk about that. But once again, guys, this is the last video I'm going to make until you guys finally see the earnings, because it's going to happen immediately after the market closes. So big things are going to come. Now, involving the earnings report, look at this right here. Remember, guys, I told you guys this yesterday, and I'm going to go about this today. Tesla's Cybertruck prototype was shown in a full detail at the Tesla Gigafactory. So once again, there's already a prototype of the Cybertruck. It's already there. Why is it all of a sudden there? It may have something to do with the earnings report, guys. We may see them mention something very big. I can't wait for what is going to be announced. It's going to be very, very cool. Now, I also want to talk about this right here. This is a new piece of news that came out, which stated that Tesla appears to be finally adding a regular horn to its yoke steering wheel. Once again, that's going to be very cool. It's a very cool steering wheel. I really like the feel of it. It's very awesome. I can't wait for what on earth that could really do. I think it can make people very excited. It is a new piece of news, so I'm just going to at least mention it. And the last thing is this right here. Basically, the US is seeking more information from Tesla on distracted drive game probe. So once again, the US is just seeking more and more information because of the auto safety regulators, and they are basically trying to find new information about the new probes that just came out. And I just want to put it out there, guys. I think that Tesla is not going to allow people to play games during when people are driving anymore, but there are some, how should I say, questions that the US government, I'm sorry, the US auto safety regulators will have that could definitely affect the cars, their new capabilities going forward, right? And that's just something I wanted to just call out. I don't think it's a very significant piece of news right now. I just wanted to put it out there. So to end this video, guys, Elon Musk did retweet this right here from Bloomberg Technology. It stated that Tesla's original California factory has achieved a brag-worthy title, the most productive auto plant in North America. Elon Musk is just getting started. Let's go, guys. Once again, absolutely crushing it. They're averaging 8,550 cars a week. Once again, absolutely killing it from Fremont, California. So that's a very awesome piece. It's an awesome piece of news. I can't wait for what the future holds as their production gets better and their revenue, their earnings per share. I think all of that's going to improve over time. I think Tesla's going to be entering many, many different branches, and I'm still very bullish going forward. So I gave you guys my price prediction for what I think. I do apologize if I am wrong, because I probably will be wrong if I'm going to be real with you. But just for fun, guys, I know a lot of you guys like for me to do that, so I'm just gonna take a guess, guys. And I like to be very optimistic. I'm very optimistic for Tesla. But remember, guys, don't worry too much about the short term. The long term is very bright and bullish for this company, and nothing has changed going forward. I see huge moves in the future, and I am not losing faith, guys. Just remain calm, cool, and collected, and we will see good returns in the future. So that's what I have for this one. I wish each and every one of you the best. You guys are all very valuable to me. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Get ready for earnings, guys. Tesla's getting ready to crush it, and I can't wait for what the future holds. I thank you, and peace out.